Good morning. Welcome to the Mind of STEM channel. And for everybody who is just waking up, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And of course, God bless you. But today, I want to talk about some technology that is running the manufacturing industry. It's known as robotics. So today's topic that I'm going to focus on is robotics technology. So the title of today's video is, what is robotics technology? Basically, when we talk about robotics, it's a subset of mechatronics, which mechatronics is a combination of electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, computer engineering. Uh, there's some management involved. There's also some software involved and controls involved. And when we talk about robotics, basically robotics draws on the achievement of information engineering, computer engineering, that's the other one I was thinking of. Again, mechanical engineering and electronic engineering, as well as others. Now, robotics, for the most part, develops machines that can substitute for humans and even replicate humans. Robots can be used in many situations and for many purposes, but today, many are used in dangerous environments, including inspection of radioactive materials, bomb detection and deactivation, manufacturing processes, or where humans cannot survive. For the most part, some of those areas include space, underwater, high heat, and cleanup and containment of hazardous materials and radiations. And the good thing about robots can take on any form, but some are made to resemble humans in appearance. This is said to help in the acceptance of a robot and certain replicative behaviors that are usually performed by humans or people. How such robots attempt to replicate walking, lifting, speech, cognition, and other human activity. Now, many of today's robots are inspired by nature, contributing to the field of bio-inspired robotics. Now, the concept of creating robots that can operate autonomously basically dates back to classic times, but research into functionality and potential uses of robots did not grow substantially until the 20th century. Now, throughout history, it has been frequently assumed in various scholars, inventors, engineers, and technicians that robots will one day be able to mimic human behavior and manage tasks in a human like fashion. Now, one must understand today robotics is a rapidly growing field as technological advances continue. Researching, designing, and building new robots serve various practical purposes, whether domestically, commercially, or militarily. Many robots are built to do jobs that are hazardous to people. Again, robots are used to defuse bombs. Robots are also used to find survivors in unstable ruins. Robots are also used to explore mines and shipwrecks. Now, robots are also used in STEM, and this channel is the Mind of STEM. If you don't know what STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, I've given you a breakdown of robotics, but what is really robotics? Well, robotics is a branch of engineering that involves the conception, design, manufacture, and operation of robots. Again, this field overlaps with computer engineering, computer science, especially artificial intelligence, electronics, mechatronics, mechanical, nanotechnology, and bioengineering. Now, again, When we talk about robots, we go back to 1948, where Norbert Wiener formulated the principle of cybernetics, the basis of practical robots. Fully robots operate, well, fully autonomous robots only appeared again in the second half of the 20th century. The first digitally operated and programmable robot, the Unimate, was installed in 1961 to lift hot pieces of metal from a die casting machine and stack them. Now, commercial and industrial robots are widespread today and used again to perform jobs that basically humans are doing. Again, you have robots on what we call manufacturing lines or assembly lines. They're doing packaging, mining, transport. But when it comes to robots, robots are big now. Robots are part of automation. Now, if you're going to college, I know here in Indiana, Purdue University has a branch of engineering called Robotics Engineering Technology that comes under manufacturing engineering. Robotics involves, for the most part, a lot more mechanical than electrical. Now, if you go into mechatronics, that's more electrical than mechanical. And if you go into automation, that's more programming. But in the long run, when it comes to robotics, remember, the word robotics was derived from the word robot, and of course, it was introduced to the public by Czech writer Karel Čapek and his play RUR, Russell's Universal Robots, and that was published in 1920. Now, the word robot comes from the Slavic word robot, just to give you some history. And what does a robot actually do? A robot is a slave, because in Slavic, robota means slave, servant. And of course, this comes from a play that begins in a factory that makes artificial people called robots, creatures who could be mistaken for humans, very similar to the modern ideas of androids. But that's robotics, the overview. Now, if you're interested in robotics, I would check with your local college or community college. And remember, if you want to get into robotics, you must understand the basics of math, physics, chemistry. You need to understand statics, dynamics, mechanics of materials. Also, you should have good knowledge of electronics, computers, and mechanical. Because in the end, when we talk about robotics, it is an interdisciplinary research area at the interface of computer science and engineering. Robotics, again, involves design, construction, and operation, as well as use of robots. Now, that concludes this topic on robotics technology. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see me make more videos, please like the videos. Now, if you're looking for more political content and news, check out the 401 Talk Zone radio show on YouTube. And to get more in depth into topics like robotics and, of course, government, check out the 401 Talk Zone radio show on Blog Talk Radio. The guest call-in number is 215-383-5785. Now, if you cannot find me on YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, check me out on Twitter, because after I record all of my videos, I post my videos on Twitter. But again, what I want you all to do when you hear my videos, you see my videos, be sure to share my videos. But again, thank you for listening and viewing this topic of robotics technology. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. You all have a wonderful and gracious day. God bless you.